Hello, everyone, and welcome into GroomersTake today. All right, we got some good news today. There's a lot of stuff going on. This is not an Olympic episode. I have not tuned into a second. I read the stories on what our athletes have done, and right now it looks really cool. What's also very weird with the Olympics right now, let's talk about the Olympics just for a little sec. I was surprised they went on. I'm glad that they did go on for these athletes who may be aging and might not be back. It's very weird watching an Olympic event, any Olympic event, especially the swimming, with no fans. But hey, shout out to all the athletes. Our Canadian Olympians have been doing pretty well from what I've seen. I haven't dove in a lot. I've actually watched zero of it so far, but maybe I'll tune in once in a while. Olympics only come, so maybe I'll tune in. All right, Alex Ovechkin signs. This isn't going to be a hockey one. I'm going to do a hockey episode, like a free agent frenzy kind of deal. I'm hoping to do one before all the names go, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, I was going to try and predict where they could go and everything like that, but I don't think that's going to happen. Time management and all that. Okay, Alexander Ovechkin signs a 5-year, $47.5 million extension with the Capitals. Yeah, he's 35. I believe he's 1985, so he'll be 36, birthday in September. Maybe that takes him into 40, 41, 42, whatever it may be when this I'll take him to 40. 33 goals-ish. I think that's the average. And he has the most goals. He passes Gretzky all time. Do I want to see it? I don't know. But it would be more my generation, so maybe I do want to see it. And like Wayne Gretzky said, every record is meant to be broken. Alex Ovechkin staying with the Caps. Gotta love it. The guy will still score. Even if he gets 30 goals a season, 15 of those could be on the power play because he can just sit there and fire bombs. Steven Strasburg, MLB News, to undergo season-ending neck surgery. This kid can't catch a break. I remember when he came into the league, it was big hype. I think he was first overall. They sat him out for a bit, but I think it was more injury-related. He had Tommy John to start, and then he was on a pitch count, and then it wasn't a big of an excitement boom as we all wanted as fans. But hey, great pitcher, won a ship, and now he's out again. It's tough. But hey, come back. Great career so far. Keep it going. Marc-Andre Fleury being traded to the Chicago Blackhawks today. Did this guy do something wrong to get treated so poorly by the Vegas Golden Knights? He was arguably the face of your franchise coming in when you're an expansion team. He took you to the Stanley Cup final in year one. He's a future Hall of Famer. I've never heard a bad word spoken about him in the news. And you do him wrong. He finds out on Twitter that he was traded. How is that a thing? I know, I get it, we're in the social media age, but I mean, before you announce the news to the world, maybe tell the guys involved in the trade first. I don't know. Maybe Alan Walsh's agent was right. The whole sword in the back of the pitcher and everything. Because this is an absolute sword in the back. And I'm not going to say this is true, but I heard it from a buddy. And if it is true, it's even worse that his no-move clause kicked in tomorrow. And he had the Blackhawks as one of the teams he didn't want to go to. If that's true, then this makes it even worse. Fleury's contemplating retirement because he says he doesn't want to play for the Blackhawks. Now, staying with it all, if he wants to play, the Blackhawks have made some incredible moves, which I'll get to in my NHL episode. But I don't think they're good enough. They were hanging around in the playoff picture, but they're not going to beat those Colorados, those Vegases. I don't think that's going to happen. But like someone has said to me, if you still have Kane and Taves, get them while they still have gas in the tank, make a run at it. You never know what's going to happen. But what the bigger news is here to me is that Fleury got stabbed in the back by the organization and that he doesn't even want to play for the Chicago Blackhawks. This is a hot story. Let's see where it goes. It's wild. Now, the Vegas standpoint on this, they save $7 million because the guy they traded for is some guy I never heard of, a prospect that is probably not going to turn into anything. $7 million off your book. Fantastic. Great. Vegas is making a move for Eichel. Eichel's agents, it says agents in the news when I read. How many agents do you need? Is going to be moved very soon in the near future. There's $7 million, and then you add in a player from Vegas, say like a Riley Smith, maybe a prospect, whatever. It's going to be a whole lot of stuff to get Eichel. But to save the money, you're probably looking at one of those wingers leaving. I think it would be Riley Smith. That would be my guess. But if Vegas gets Eichel, or Carlson, one of those centers will go. If Vegas gets Eichel and Eichel is healthy, that is great for the NHL because Vegas is it right now. And now Robin Leonard's stock has gone way up. They're going with the 30-year-old goalie over the 37. Makes sense. But, geez, man, don't do Fleury dirty like that. I hate it. Max Scherzer, back to MLB, back to the Washington Nationals, open to being traded before the Friday deadline. I dove into this a little bit. Tampa Bay Rays are at the top of the list. Why does it have to be Tampa Bay? I know the Jays are fighting and they're hanging in there, but I mean, they can't beat Tampa. They can never beat Tampa. So don't go to Tampa. The Jays have to get some bullpen help. I don't have the Jays written down. I'm going off track here. I didn't want to talk about the Jays. I'm going to talk about the Jays. But I looked into it a bit. I believe it's 6 to 8 games maybe that have been lost from their bullpen. If you give us those wins, we're in a wild card spot. I think healthily in a wild card spot. I know they had injuries. They had guys that they signed or traded for in the offseason, whatever, and they're very good players. They're not here now. Injuries suck. But I mean, what can you really do from now to the deadline? What can you bring in to make up for those lost innings? Because these guys ain't it. It's tough. Blue Jays need some bullpen help. Other than that, they're very exciting to watch. I know a few friends that are going to some games coming up, and I'm jealous. I want to get my hands on some maybe sooner than later. Very exciting. Okay, yeah, Scherzer gone. If Scherzer goes to Tampa Bay, look out, right? Like that's a solid pickup. I don't like it. NBA news: Jonas Valenciunis to New Orleans Pelicans from the Memphis Grizzlies in a 10-player deal or a 10-player package, I believe. Maybe that's wrong. It was a lot of picks being involved. Steven Adams and Eric Bledsoe coming back the other way. I think the pick 7 or 10, whatever it is involved. But really what it is here is I'm thinking the Pelicans know what they have, what they want to build with, and Valanciunas is a part of that. I think it's cool, especially being an ex-Raptor. And, we all want to watch the Pelicans play. It's exciting. Another report, Houston Texans NFL news, open to trading Deshaun Watson. Really? You don't say. I can't. I'm not doing it. Okay, so here's something I don't know. If you watch my episodes, you know I'm not an NBA guy. I don't know. But I saw this in a headline. Top 10 NBA trade candidates this offseason. So, let's see how I do. I wrote them down. I know some of the names. I know most of the names. And I'm just going to try and guess. Let's see how well I do. Ready? Go. Number 10, Kevin Love. Value is nothing where it used to be, but he'll definitely help a team out. Could the Lakers be a thing? Could the Clippers be a thing if they stay? Another one is Miami, and selfishly the Raptors, but I think he'll stay. I think La La Land might be a good fit for Kevin Love. Am I right? Tyler Herro, Miami. Miami has been said maybe they're going after a big fish. Maybe Butler might be out. Maybe they're going to try and bring someone back in. If that happens, then Tyler Herro would be the guy that goes. There's a bit more on this, but I think if I'm right, the player is also on this list, so we'll get to him. Number 8, Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard, perfect fit in the Lakers. But the thing is, what would be coming back? Could Anthony Davis be going the other way to Portland? Do you need him? You could maybe fill that void down low with something else. I don't know. But I think Damian Lillard's one of my favorite players in the NBA. I would love if he went to the Lakers just to give him an opportunity, because anybody that plays with LeBron gets an opportunity. But now we have to stay with it, because number 7 is Kyle Kuzma.
I think if something like Lillard goes to the Lakers, then Kuzma could be the one on the way out to Portland. Kuzma's like he's just a piece that doesn't necessarily fit with LeBron. That's the kind of sense I get. Number 6, Kristaps Porzingis. I don't want to talk about this guy. He was nothing. He didn't do anything in New York. He was injured. I was shocked when they traded him. It didn't work in Dallas. Dallas needs something more. Kristaps ain't it. They need to win a round. So maybe Dallas makes a splash. I think that may be a bit right. Number 5, Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker traded to OKC. Stevenson came in as GM, moved from head coach. The first thing he did was get this cap hit off his books. The money's gone. Kemba Walker didn't really have a good fit there. Traded out. OKC's not in the position to really hold him. They've got their future in Gilgeous-Alexander. Kemba Walker's going to be out. Where's he going to go, though? I don't know that fit. I'm not even going to try. Okay, I will try. Dallas. Holy Dallas. Maybe Dallas. 4, Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal wants to be part of Washington. He wants to be part of a championship that comes there. I just don't think it's going to happen while he's still super in his prime, where he's still really effective. So that's where I'm thinking Beal might be one of the guys that Miami makes a splash for. Possibly. I think Beal's from the Florida area too. Interesting. Number 3, Collin Sexton. Cleveland Cavaliers? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Don't know enough about him to have a take, but he's a good player. I think he averaged just under 23 points, 24 points a game. Good player. James Wiseman. Weird fit in Golden State, right? In the Warriors. I totally forgot he was there. And they're not in position because most of their core, their championship core, is getting older. Klay Thompson's going to be coming back. There's not really a fit for Wiseman. And I think if Wiseman gets traded, though, do they really need Andrew Wiggins? Like, Andrew Wiggins isn't what we thought he was going to be as a number 1 pick. I think he could be gone. Those two gone, bring in something big. The NBA is going to be really exciting next year. Healthy player. If all the stars, the studs, the superstars are healthy, it is going to be a very competitive league. The most competitive it's been in a long time. That's a GroomersTake. Probably some others take. Number 1, Ben Simmons. I've talked about him before. What's this guy's value? What's his value? I don't know NBA enough to tell you his value. But I mean, you got to make free throws if you're on my team. The only guy I can think of, Giannis did it, but like Shaq couldn't make free throws, but everyone's going to want Shaq on their team. And I don't think Ben Simmons has a big enough uproar, a big enough kaboom to be like, yeah, okay, I want that guy, and I'm going to pay a big package for him. No matter what Philly does with Ben Simmons, they're going to make sure a guy comes back that could play with Embiid. Because if Embiid has a guy, that team's dangerous. All right. I'm going to go work on my NHL episode. That'll be a bit longer. This ran pretty long. I kind of enjoyed it, though. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in. GroomersTake for a Tuesday. See you later.